By now, one thing is very clear. Narcissists are very self-absorbed, and the shame shows up in their communications as well, in the conversations they have with people. In what ways and how does that affect you as the receiver? We will be talking about all of that good stuff in today's episode. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional, and today we'll be focusing on narcissistic monologuing, which is an abusive tactic, and the narcissist uses it to divert the focus to them and keep the conversation completely restricted to them and their ideas, their opinions, and everything that has to do with this individual. So, before we begin, I always urge you to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel by pressing the subscribe button and push that bell icon to stay updated with everything that I post here on this channel. To begin with, we need to understand the motive of conversation. Whenever you try to have a conversation, a dialogue with someone, the goal is to understand each other's opinions, belief system, thoughts, feelings, so that you can connect with each other more. However, when it comes to a narcissist, this connection is almost missing or present in its rudimentary form or the pseudo false form. Why? Because a narcissist never sees beyond him or herself. The focus is directly or indirectly always on them, on this person. And one of the manifestations of this self-absorbedness that shows up in the conversations happens through something called narcissistic monologuing. So what happens is that a narcissist may show interest in knowing you, in trying to understand you, in trying to understand the world you live in. And they may show up with this open interest, ask questions, open-ended questions to know exactly what you are going through. But deep down, it is a trap. So the moment they ask it, they might listen to you for maybe half a minute or so or just a couple of lines, and instantly the focus is shifted back to them, and then they start monologuing as if they are talking to themselves. So the thing that happens here is that they make you feel obliged. They create this obligation of listening because they approached with an open-ended question and with a desire to know you, but deep down it wasn't that. It was just a facade. And this monologuing can go on where they talk about their world, their ideas, their perceptions, their belief system, with zero interest in what you are experiencing, how it is affecting you, and how you feel suffocated as a listener. It goes on and on and on and almost like rambling and unstoppable until they feel emotionally regulated, which was the real intention, and they feel that they have gotten the supply they wanted to get from you in the beginning, and you are left there with all that verbal burden that they put in your brain without even asking if you're ready for that, without even considering if you want to be at the receiver's end for all of that stuff they shared with you. So narcissistic monologuing is, again, one of the reasons why you cannot connect with these people. It's often said that communication with the narcissist is impossible because their way is quite restricted, quite black and whitish. It is either their way or highway. And this is also why it is impossible, because they do not see beyond the barrier of their own ego. And this ego steps into their way, and that is what they get restricted in, and how they do not see others and you do not see them, because they do not go beyond me. Like a child who's completely obsessed with their toys, with them, their life, their things that are going on, that for an adult are, I wouldn't say meaningless, but there are things that are more important than just those small and minute things. So if you have experienced that narcissistic monologuing, I really would like to know what your experiences were. You can drop your experiences in the comments below so that you share your experiences with other people, and other people know that they are not alone and they feel validated. With that, I hope today's episode was helpful in understanding how narcissists abuse and torture you through narcissistic monologuing, and how it stops you from connecting with them, and how it makes the process of communication almost impossible. I'll talk with you very soon in the next episode. Till then, let the healing begin.